was the biggest buffoon of the year. Now, granted, this year, the crop was tremendous. But you have to see who it's narrowed down to. We're getting down to the final four. So check it out at www.behindenemylinesradio.us. You'll be glad you did. Cast your vote for whoever's left that you like. Who you got, America? You let us know. And by the end of the year, we will crown the 2016 Buffoon of the Year. You know what? Let's take a quick break. And let's put on a good song from 2016. None of this worst Christmas Carol stuff. Enjoy this little ditty as you are still basking in the afterglow of the Donald Trump victory. Check out this song, Gene Baradelli, Behind Enemy Lines. I'll be back with more of the bad Christmas carols right after this quick ditty.
If you want to rob a bank or run a red light, then there's something you should do first that'll make it all right. You can break any law without any oversight if you change your last name to Clinton. You can lie to the feds or just act like a jerk. Make a crap ton of money without doing any work. Plus, you can sleep with your staff as an added perk if you change your last name to Clinton. The SEC, the FBI, the House of Representatives, they just don't apply. You can have all of your enemies mysteriously die if you change your last name to Clinton. Sell special favors to the communist Chinese. Charge $100 million for some speaking fees. Tell that sexy intern to get down on her knees. You can do it if your last name is Clinton. Collect lots of cash through your private foundation. Store top secret info in an unsecure location. And somehow secure the Democratic nomination. You can do it if your last name is Clinton. Nothing to it if your last name is Clinton. Oh, it's against the law? Screw it. Your last name is Clinton.
If you're a long-time listener of the show, or maybe this is your first time listening, you can probably tell that me and the gang here, we like to have our share of fun, whether it's on or off the air. We talk about 2-drink minimum radio and no medication Wednesdays or whatever day it may be. That's why when we found the people at Less Government, More Fun, we knew it was a match made in heaven with this show. Folks, we live in a time where government is out of hand. Our founding fathers did not intend government to be all-consuming in all parts of our lives. That's why we are telling you to go to lessgovmorefun.com. Check out the website. Check out the swag. What the people want is less government, more fun. Pass it on. Make it happen.
Who might you save?
Your mother, your father, your husband, uncle, aunt, son.
Learn FAST, F-A-S-T, the sudden signs of a stroke, and you could save.
Your friend, teacher, boss.
F, face drooping. A, arm weakness. S, speech difficulty. T, time to call 911. F-A-S-T. That's F, face drooping. A, arm weakness. S, speech difficulty. T, time to call 911. The sooner they get to the hospital, the sooner they'll get treatment. And that can make a remarkable difference in the recovery of
your neighbor, the waiter, grandmother, grandfather.
So learn FAST, the sudden signs of a stroke, then pass it on, because you never know who might save you.
Your wife, your colleague.
Spot a stroke fast. Visit strokeassociation.org, brought to you by the American Stroke Association and the Ad Council.
Behind Enemy Lines Radio is all about being right. No, seriously, it is. If you ever listen to Russ Gallo or me go back and forth on some issue, we always want to make sure that we remember who said what and when we said it. That's why we go to goonrecord.com. It's a brand new social media website. Challenge people on what they believe, whether it's in politics, sports, entertainment, finance, whatever. There's a category for you at goonrecord.com. Check it out right now. Tell us, what do you stand for? It's time for you to go on record. Behind Enemy Lines. Back on the air. Let's get back to our show. And we are back, Gene Baradelli, Behind Enemy Lines. Merry Christmas. And just before we get back to the top 3 worst of the worst Christmas carols that we could find from our good buddy Glenn Nocera, a plug, I should say, for the BehindEnemyLinesRadio.us blog. Before the year is continuing, by now you know who's in the finals. So be sure to vote this week for the finals. Who you got? Behind Enemy Lines Radio Buffoon of the Year. Pick a good one. Pick me a winner. And thanks for staying with us all year long. What a year it's been for us. We're going to have our year in review show next week. We'll play some of our best clips and, highlight some of the best things that happened to this show in the past year. But you know what? I know you're itching to get back to it. Time for number 3. And we're getting into some classics here, folks. I know we've hit some classics and we've hit some originals. The originals, they were pretty good too. Let's get into some of the classics. Here is number 3 on Behind Enemy Lines Radio, Worst Carols Ever.
I'm dreaming of a white Christmas, just like the ones I used to know. Oh, where the tree tops glisten and children listen to hear sleigh bells in the snow. Boom, 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 boom. I'm dreaming of a white Christmas with every Christmas card I write. May your days be merry and bright, yeah, and may all your Christmases be white. Oh yeah, 'cause I am dreaming of a white Christmas, just like the ones I used to know. Oh, mum, may your days be merry and bright, and may all your Christmases be
After that, I'm sure you want more of Glenn as the king. Here's number 2 on Behind Enemy Lines, Worst Carols Ever.
I'll have a blue Christmas without you. I'll be so blue just thinking about you. Decorations of red on a green Christmas tree won't seem the same, dear, if you're not here with me. Oh, when those blue snowflakes start falling, that's when those blue memories start calling. You'll be doing alright with your Christmas of white, but I'll have a blue Christmas I'll have a blue Christmas without you. I'll be so blue just thinking about you. You'll be doing alright with your Christmas of white, but I'll have a blue, blue, blue Christmas.
You know what? Stop everything. I need a break. I need a break. I never thought I'd say this, but enough Christmas carols. I need some politics. I just can't deal with this anymore. Before we get to number one, I want to get back to something we talked about a couple weeks ago. I gotta go a little old school here. Let's play this clip that Russ put together showing the difference between what is leaving the White House and the man entering the White House.
These are the same folks oftentimes who suggest that they're so tough that just talking to Putin or staring down ISIL or using some additional rhetoric somehow is going to solve the problems out there. But apparently they're scared of widows and orphans coming into the United States of America as part of our tradition of compassion. First they were worried about the press being too tough on them during debates. Now they're worried about 3-year-old orphans. That doesn't sound very tough to me. They've been playing on fear in order to try to score political points or to advance their camps. And it's irresponsible. And it's contrary to who we are. And it needs to stop because the world is watching.
Right now, we know of no specific and credible intelligence indicating a plot on the homeland.
Now, with the southern border, everybody comes in. Mm-hmm. You just walk by. So we're taking hundreds of thousands of people, some good people, and some rapists, and some killers, and drug lords, and everyone else. And they're flowing through the southern border. Mm. And I would build a wall like nobody can build a wall. And nobody comes in illegally anymore.
And the last question is, you scratch your head about this fence. Everybody talks, build the fence, nothing getting done.
Well, nobody can build a fence like me, David. You know that. I built great buildings all over the world. There's nobody can build a fence. And I would have Mexico pay for it, believe me. They will pay for it. Because they have really ripped this country off. They have really taken advantage of us, both economically and at the border. They will pay for that fence.
ISIS is making a tremendous amount of money because they have certain oil camps, right? They have certain areas of oil that they took away. They have some in Syria, some in Iraq. I would bomb the shit out of them. I would just bomb those suckers. And that's right. I'd blow up the pipes. I'd blow up the I'd blow up every single inch. There would be nothing left. And you know what? You'll get Exxon to come in there in 2 months. You ever see these guys, how good they are, the great oil companies? They'll rebuild that sucker brand new. It'll be beautiful. And I'd ring it. And I'd take the oil.
They're using them as shields. But we're fighting a very politically correct war.
Yeah. Well, we see that
and the
happening
other thing is with the terrorists, you have to take out their families. When you get these terrorists, you have to take out their families. They care about their lives, don't kid yourself. But they say they don't care about their lives. You have to take out their families.
Donald J. Trump is calling for a total and complete shutdown of Muslims entering the United States until our country's representatives can figure out what the hell is going on. You have no choice. We have no choice.
In closing, I want to salute the people of Paris for showing the world how to stay strong in the face of terrorism. Even as they grieve, Parisians have begun returning to their cafes, riding the metro, going to stadiums to cheer for their teams. Crowds gathered in the Place de la République, including a mother who brought her children. She said, to let them see that we